Thanks for joining us. I'm here with Emily O'Connor from Lydia Place for our Toast of the Town recognition series presented by First Federal. Emily is being featured for her great work in 2020, and this particular recognition video is sponsored by Banner Bank, so thank you to everyone at Banner. So Emily, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I have had the privilege of serving as Executive Director of Lydia Place for the past 9 years now, which has just flown by. Let's see, I am a mother of 3. And my kids are the center of my crazy daily existence, especially in this pandemic world. I have lived in Bellingham for, gosh, how old am I? I came here for Western actually in 2000, like so many, and just couldn't leave. It's such an amazing place. There's just so many great people here. As
a board member of Lydia Place, I have to say
Guy.
that you are amazing, and it's a privilege to serve. So when we think of the work of Lydia Place, let's talk a little bit about that. What does Lydia Place do?
We have been serving this community for over 30 years now in the area of homelessness. And our focus is on families with children. And the reason for that is because we see the potential in doing better for kids as the way to solve so many of the problems that we grapple with as a community. So Lydia Place provides housing, but we also try and really provide wraparound services. So we have a clinical behavioral health program, and we have parenting programs, and we want to take kids from the environments that they're in when they're experiencing homelessness and trauma, and provide enough supports such that they aren't just housed or a little bit better off, but that they're on a completely different path, a path of opportunity and health and all of the things that I want for my kids and all of the kids.
How's the pandemic impacted that?
It's scary, actually, to think about how the pandemic will continue to impact it, right? Because we've had an eviction moratorium in place since, I don't know, has it been almost a year now, right? We have in that time seen the number of homeless families with children more than double. We are kind of waiting for the cascade of impact that hasn't actually come yet. We're bracing ourselves for this wave that we know we can't meet. We can't even meet the needs of folks who are currently homeless. And so that we are feeling really tangibly with the families that we serve.
And that leads to, I guess, my next question, which you've engaged in this work on our community's behalf for families and children, this initiative. So tell us a little bit about that.
This has been a hard period of time around homelessness in Whatcom County. And we have a lot of hard, honest conversations we need to have. We have to stop and ask ourselves, how is it that there are so many neighbors in our community who are unsheltered? And pre-pandemic, 42% of households in Whatcom County were struggling to meet basic needs. Pre-pandemic, almost half of them. And so we're really looking at taking a community health model and saying, how do we do a better job? We need access to good, stable housing. We need childcare so that people can get back to work. We need access to early childhood education and food and all sorts of preventative programs. We need access to behavioral health services and specialized medical services for kids. There's a lot of need out there. So that's what we're hoping to do as a community, is to help guide us towards some of those interventions and programs that can be preventative in nature and not just crisis response at the other end.
So one of the things, there's been an essence of it through the interview thus far, but equity. So tell us a little bit about what I would say the philosophy and some of the deliverables in equity work that we can take advantage of and initiate.
Well, that's a great question, and I think there's so much room for us to do a better job here. Just under 50% of the people that we serve are people of color, and that we know is a significant overrepresentation from Whatcom County demographic statistics. That the impact of that racial inequity impacts across our systems. Another statistic that we think about a lot is kindergarten readiness here in Whatcom County. And in Whatcom County, only 1 out of 2 children start kindergarten ready to learn. But if you're a low-income child or a child of color, it's 1 in 4. So I would like to see us as a community embrace an outcome such as eliminating the racial and economic disparities in childhood outcomes. And what would it take for us to actually get there? It would take a lot of hard, honest conversations and a lot of talking about how our resources are spent in the community and who benefits from them, right? And it's not easy. As a privileged white person, I will get things wrong all the time, right? But we have to be willing to have the conversation and make the mistakes and then own those mistakes and learn from them and figure out what the next step is forward. So I'm really excited about things like the Racial Equity Commission that some wonderful community leaders of color are working on forming with the city and the county. I think it just feels like a great moment to dig into that work and really take a look in the mirror.
Absolutely. Emily, thank you. Thanks for everything that you do for our community, our shared space. It's truly my privilege.
Thank you so much, Guy.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching, and thank you again to our recognition sponsor, Banner Bank. Stay tuned for more Toast of the Town videos brought to you by our presenting sponsor, First Federal.